Think about the last time you uttered the words, "I just don't have enough time." It's a chronic symptom of modern existence. The days seem to blur together, the weeks slip through our fingers like fine sand, and the years evaporate before we can even process them. You look in the mirror and suddenly realize that 5 years have passed, yet you are still waiting for your life to truly begin. We blame the relentless pace of the modern world. We blame our demanding jobs, our endless obligations, and the non-stop buzz of notifications in our pockets. We treat time as a scarce, cruel commodity that is constantly being stolen from us by external forces. But what if the problem isn't that life is too short? What if the problem is how carelessly we throw it away? 2,000 years ago, long before the invention of high-speed internet, corporate burnout, or the endless scroll, a man sat down in the bustling, chaotic heart of ancient Rome to write a letter to his friend. He was a statesman, a tragic dramatist, one of the wealthiest men in the empire, and one of the greatest minds in human history. His name was Lucius Annaeus Seneca. Seneca looked around at Roman society and noticed a terrifying psychological epidemic. Politicians were destroying their health chasing temporary status. Merchants were drowning in anxiety to accumulate wealth they could never spend. Ordinary citizens were killing hours in mindless, trivial pleasures. And almost all of them shared the exact same grievance we have today. They complained bitterly about the brevity of existence. Even the great philosopher Aristotle had famously lamented that nature was cruel, granting long lifespans to animals while cutting humans off in their prime. But Seneca rejected this premise entirely. In his timeless masterpiece On the Shortness of Life, he wrote a line that pierces straight through 2 millennia of human history. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous estimate has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested. To explain why we feel so starved of time, Seneca exposes our deepest psychological delusion: existential procrastination. We live our daily lives with a dangerous subconscious assumption, the belief that we are going to live forever. We treat our time as if it comes from an infinite, bottomless well. Think about how we structure our modern lives. We postpone our happiness, our true passions, our health, and our peace of mind to an imaginary, distant future. We tell ourselves, "I'll focus on my mental health once this stressful project is over. I'll start that creative passion project next year. I'll finally start living my life when I retire at 65. Seneca holds up a brutal mirror to this absurdity. He asks us, how can you be so sure that you even have a tomorrow? What guarantee do you have that the universe will honor your long-term calendar? You are willingly allocating the absolute worst, most decaying remnants of your life to the things that matter most. You plan to start truly living only when your body is tired, your mind is weary, and your energy is spent. What a pathetic, arrogant gamble to make with the only existence you will ever possess. To understand why we waste our lives so casually, consider how fiercely we protect our material possessions. If a stranger walked into your house right now and tried to steal your television, your laptop, or the cash out of your wallet, you wouldn't just stand there and let them take it. You would lock your doors, turn on your security alarms, and fight back with everything you have. We are incredibly stingy with our money and our property. Yet, when it comes to our time, the single asset that is genuinely finite, the one thing we can never buy back, earn more of, or replace, we are completely reckless. We open the gates wide and let anyone walk in and steal it. We give away hours, days, and years to demanding bosses who don't care about us, to toxic relationships that drain our spirit, to meaningless social obligations we secretly hate, and to digital algorithms explicitly engineered to hijack our attention span. Seneca writes, "No one will bring back your years. No one will restore you to yourself. Life will follow the path it began and will neither reverse nor check its course. We become beggars of time because we fail to see its value until it has almost entirely run out." Because of this, Seneca draws a sharp, painful distinction between two concepts we frequently confuse: existing versus living. Just because a person reaches the age of 80, develops white hair, and has a face lined with deep wrinkles, does not mean they have lived a long life. It simply means they have existed for a long time. Imagine a ship that leaves the harbor, intending to go on a grand, historic voyage across the ocean. The moment it clears the port, a violent storm hits. The ship is violently battered back and forth by conflicting winds, driven in terrifying circles within the exact same small, dark patch of sea. Decades later, the ship is battered, broken and ruined, never having left sight of the coast. Has that ship gone on a long voyage? No. It was merely tossed about. This is the tragic reality of the modern hyper-busy professional. We are constantly running, constantly stressed, constantly responding to emails, and constantly put in a state of reaction. We feel like we are doing so much, yet we are actually moving nowhere. We are simply being tossed about by the chaotic currents of external demands, never once taking hold of the steering wheel of our own lives. We are busy existing, but we are completely dead to living. So, how do we break the spell? How do we cure this existential blindness and make our lives feel genuinely long? Seneca's diagnosis provides a powerful, practical blueprint. First, we must become the ruthless guardians of our attention. Every morning you wake up, you must realize that your attention is being actively hunted. You must practice the art of saying no to the trivial, the superficial, and the toxic. If an activity, a person, or a digital distraction does not enrich your soul or align with your deepest values, you must view it as a thief trying to break into your house. Protect your hours with the same ferocity that you protect your bank account. Second, we must conquer what Seneca calls the state of the preoccupied mind. The person who is preoccupied can never truly inhabit the present moment. When they are eating a meal, they are thinking about their next meeting. When they are with their loved ones, their mind is drifting toward their financial worries. They are always anxiously living in the future, which means they are completely absent from the only slice of reality that actually exists. The right now to make life long, you must cultivate the capacity to be entirely present in what you are doing. Finally, Seneca offers a profound, unexpected remedy for human brevity: the study of philosophy. He argues that the only people who truly expand their lifespans are those who make time to engage with the greatest minds of the past. When you sit down quietly to read a profound book, you are not just passing the time, you are bypassing time itself. You are breaking down the barriers of centuries. You can walk alongside the greatest thinkers, inherit their hard-won wisdom, and absorb decades of their life lessons in a single evening. You don't just live your own small, isolated life. You inherit the collective consciousness of human history. The clock is ticking right now. Every single second that passes as you listen to these words is a second that is gone forever, a second that death now permanently owns. Do not wait for a better career. Do not wait for the perfect financial circumstances. And do not wait for a retirement that may never come. Stop giving away the only currency that truly matters to things that do not care about your soul. Take a deep breath. Look at your life. Take back your time and finally start to live. Until next time, look Everfar.